Hello student, myself Nitin Patel. Today we will start our next topic, shifting of capital by Muhammad bin Tughlaq. In previous video I told to you about the Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Now we will understand why he changed his capital Delhi to Daulatabad. Muhammad bin Tughlaq decided to shift his capital to a place safe from Mongol attack. That was the reason of Mongol attack. That's why he shifted his capital. He chose Daulatabad in the Deccan. He built a road to help official and noble from Delhi to shift the new capital. But when he realized that the northwestern frontier could not be controlled from Daulatabad, he shifted his capital back to Delhi. This caused heavy financial losses and great hardship to the people. After shifting back to Delhi, the Sultan lost control over the Deccan, where the Vijayanagar and Vamni kingdom arose by the Harihar and Bukka. Now, next campaigning. Muhammad bin Tughlaq planned a military campaign in Central Asia, but they failed to carry it out after spending heavily and the arrangement he too undertook an ill-planned campaign in Tibet which caused a heavy loss of life. Taxation. To meet the expenses of the army, the Sultan increased the land taxation in the Ganga Yamuna Doab. Many farmers rose in rebellion. They were crushed, but large areas were laid waste, resulting in the famine. The Sultan had to provide 6 months' supply from the royal granary at cheapest rate. Peasants had no given loan to the restored civilization, not token currency. Muhammad bin Tughlaq was imposed with the proper currency introduced in China. So he took over the shortage of the silver in the India. He introduced bronze token coins to the same value as silver coins. Sultan, however, failed to check forgery of the bronze coins. The value of the currency fell sharply, and helped the bronze coins were discarded on the streets of the capital. The trade suffered as foreign merchants stopped business. The Sultan had to withdraw the token currency and paid the genuine gold in exchange of the forged coin. Thus, the experiment caused a heavy loss of to the treasury because people had made these forged coins at their home and supplied in the market, and afterward the treasury have to pay these currencies money, and it has suffered a heavy loss. Muhammad bin Tughlaq's unsuccessful experiment lowered his prestige. Revolt broke out. The many parts of his empire and province began to break away. Muhammad bin Tughlaq died in 1351. Now, after the Muhammad bin Tughlaq, Firoz Shah Tughlaq came into the existence. Muhammad bin Tughlaq was succeeded by his cousin Firoz Tughlaq. Firoz could neither suppress revolt nor win back to the province that had away. Inherited an empty treasury, and the nobles had turned hostile. To win over the nobles, Firoz made the post and the land rights, the civil and the army official heredity. To please the ulemas, ulemas means the Muslim religious head. We studied about the ulemas in our second chapter. He imposed the jizya, a special tax paid on the non-Muslim. Reform. Firoz wrote off a number of loans, abolished certain taxes, and reduced the rate of land revenue. He promoted agriculture by ordering the digging the value of construction of irrigation canal like the Yamuna canal. However, he imposed a tax on the use of irrigation water from state canal. Commerce improved as Firoz removed taxation on the movement of goods, the condition of ascertain improved with the establishment of khanans or workshop. Free medical care was given to the poor. Firoz as a builder. Firoz built many towns just such as Jaunpur and Firozpur. These towns had hospitals, libraries, mosques, places. Firoz had Ashokan's pillar bought from Khizrabad and made it to decorate of his Kotla, Firoza Kotla. Now it is in Delhi. Now pattern of learning. Firoz built madrasas to promote learning. He had many Sanskrit texts translated into Persian. After Firoz's death, 1388, the Sultanate rapidly declined. Many states broken away. Taimur's invasion. Taimurlang was the ruler of Samarkand in Central Asia. He invaded India in 1398. We will study about the Taimurlang in our next video. Okay, and repeat the topic, and you have to revise this topic near about 2 times.